north of San Diego. I'm not quite far south as San Diego, but I do see it's 5 o'clock. Thank you so much, Pam. You're letting people in. That's great. So, are we recording? Yes, we are recording. I see that already. Well, we like to get started on time, and it just turned 5 o'clock on the nose. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello to all of you guys who are here on time. You have my heart already because I love to be on time. I don't like to be late. I was raised by my dad who says you're on time when you're 10 minutes early. So always fighting that. But my name is Tammy Egbert, and I am an officer here with Partner Co. Super excited and honored to be here for 4 years now with Partner Co. I was one of the co-founders of the Warrior Movement. Oops, I had to turn that volume down. And if you guys are new to this organization, I want to just welcome you. If you are new, if you're like 1 or 2 months or less, put that in the chat. We would love to know who our brand new partners are. And if you're here to learn, maybe, refresh or even to learn how to onboard new people, because that's what we all are doing here. We want to be able to onboard our newest team members and grow. Then welcome here. I'm so glad you're here. Now, a few things about what we're going to do today. We're going to be talking about all the rave. What is the machine? And the first thing I want to do is talk about what is the machine. Um, I want to talk about how it's helping make money faster. And I have a co-host with me, James Lipanzi, who's going to help talk about what's happening. He's going to give real life situation examples about how he is using the machine. Now, little side note, we already have access to the machine. So the machine, don't let it be a mystery for you. This is something that we all have access to. You may have already seen it and don't even realize that that's what it is. The machine is a tool for us to use. It is not something that replaces our job and honor as network marketers to connect with people. It is something that adds another dimension to what we do. A little story about how I reached officer. It was before we had our system of growth, and the system of growth is referred to as that posting campaign that we do with all of the befores and afters. It was before we had the system of growth. It was before we had boards, and it was before we had the machine. That's when I became officer, and what I really got good at and honed in on was the invite and the follow-up. And so inviting people, the more eyes we get, the more odds are in our favor, right? We just need more eyeballs on the opportunity for either product or service, product or opportunity, excuse me. And so that's how I did it. And I actually came to love the invite. So I'm going to point out a few things. Um, I see you're on here, James, but I'm looking at my notes and I'm supposed to talk about something else first. Hang tight, James, hang tight. What I wanted to do was first is talk about boards. Because boards we have here is a tool that is going to help us all know what to post, know what to say, know how to respond. And if you're brand new here and you're like, I want to get started, I want to know what to do, how can I start creating buzz right away? I was just helping get a new teammate started. Yesterday, we did a little onboarding call, and I sent her our onboarding call. So I'm just going to go share my screen and um, let's see, where am I going? I'm going, okay, I'm sorry. We're going to go here. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I need sharing capabilities. Um, Jaden's big brother. Thank you. Okay, so when we start a brand new partner, we want to make sure that they onboard We want to make sure. Now, I'm talking to you as the partner who's already been here and enrolling a new partner. We want to make sure they get started and they're exposed, they're in our community. We want to make sure they know what all of the resources are. Don't get stuck in, oh my gosh, they're going to feel so overwhelmed. We can share with them. We can share with them. I'm going to share with you an onboarding link that I have, and it's going to walk you through to get acquainted with all that we have here. And this is what I say to my new partners. Don't worry about memorizing or knowing everything. Go through the onboarding, and then you and I will connect and we'll make sure that you have what you need to get started. And so what we do is we go to this brand partner onboarding link and they click here. And this is our onboarding. This is super important because this is what gets us started. So I'm going to start here and then we're going to talk to James a little bit about how this helped him as well. So when you go here, you send this link to your brand new partner. You don't want to miss this. And you tell them, um, this is important. You want to click on the bouncing orange bar. And what this is it's actually going to take you to what we call Alice Bot. And Alice Bot, my first reaction was, oh, it's a robot. Are they going to respond to that? Is it going to be, oh gosh, I have to do things. Um, okay, I will. I'll do things. Um, I want to show you what it looks like. Put in the chat, have you not seen this before? If there's anybody who has not yet seen this, I would love to know if you have not yet seen it. I got to get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me go to a different messenger. Here we are. And I need to look at the chat. James, can you look at the chat? Is there anybody here who has not yet seen Alice Bot?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Let me see
Couple
here.
people. Okay, great.
Um, yeah, there's a couple people.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm paying attention over here to my Alice Bot. Somebody sent this link to me, the person that exposed me to this business. They said, Tammy, I want you to onboard. And they sent me this introductory link. Here I am. I get this in my messenger. It shows up in my messenger, and it's this beautiful message. Welcome to the Warrior Movement System. You are taking the steps to start. Now, what this does is, I got to move my block out of the way. This says, please enter the password now. And I'm pretty sure I know what the password is.
Right.
Whoops, I spelt it wrong. It's going to know. Your password is wrong. You didn't spell it right. Okay. So once I do that, she literally walks us through what to do. I'm not going to go through the whole Alice Bot. What I want to introduce to you, if you haven't yet seen this is a warm and friendly robot messenger that will walk you through, and she sounds like somebody you would be talking to.
Yeah.
And she takes you through all of the steps. You watch a welcome video, and then it's interactive. So when you're done watching the video, you press done. You put done in there. And I'm not going to take you through the whole thing. I just kind of wanted to introduce you to what it looks like because that system gets us introduced. It's going to introduce us to Wellness 360, the Warrior Movement Facebook group, our Telegram group, all of the resources that we have. It's going to give them it's going to get them right into their dashboard, into their partner code dashboard. How many times have we started a partner and they've said, I don't even know how to get to my own website? This shows them how to do that. This shows them how to set up their bank account so they can get automatic deposit. This is a tool that's going to walk them through the whole gamut, cover the basis, the foundation. But it doesn't mean that we're not supposed to talk to them. So we're going to go ahead and engage with our new partner. We're going to ask them, did everything go okay? Was it smooth? And so once they've gone through that process, Then we want to talk about now they're like, okay, I'm feeling like I can maybe, get started here. And now we want to talk about they want what are their goals, right? So I was talking to a partner last night and she said, Tammy, I haven't had a chance to do my onboarding link. What can I do to start right now? I want to make money this week. So I am going to talk to her and meet her where she's at. I'm not going to say, you have to go through the onboarding link. I don't want you to make money yet. So what I did was I forwarded her can Alice be translated in Spanish? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know if Alice can be translated in Spanish. I will have to get back to you on that. And Alice never takes a day off. That's right. So, so what I wanted to say was, um, what I did with this new partner was I dropped her into our boards. I sent her the boards because the boards before I got started, we didn't have it, but now that we have it, you can simply share it. And Alice Bot will walk you through it. But I'm going to go ahead and share boards with you just to give you a little visual of what it looks like. Who here does not yet have boards? Is there anybody? Put a one in the chat if you do not have boards yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looks like everybody has boards.
Perfect. Okay, so we know what it looks like. Um, all right, so now that we're on boards, I want to talk about a little bit more. If you are familiar with boards, get acquainted with the folders. It could be overwhelming. There's a lot of information in there. You may not have it memorized, and that's okay. I don't have them all memorized, but I can tell you where the things are that I use all of the time, and that's the drops, slenderized drops, and it's going to lead us right into the machine in 2 seconds. So we're going to need James's camera up for this. And I also like to talk about this is the brand partner onboarding links and how to get brand partners because I'm constantly sending invitations out. And so I'm always looking. I'm always looking here. What are some business inviting scripts? And these are like 8 different examples for different scenarios. So if you sit down and you are focused on sending invites or prospecting, looking for opportunities to connect with people on business, go through these. These will fire you up if you just read them. They'll get you excited. They might trigger a memory. Like, for example, the dream team strategy. If you just read this invite, you may not send it exactly like it is, but one of my mentors challenged me to create a short dream team list of people I'd really like to be in business with. And you were one of the first names that came to mind. If you just read through this, you might actually get really inspired. Somebody will come to your mind, or maybe you'll think, oh, maybe I would send it slightly different. Then modify it to how you would say it and I challenge you, send it to somebody. That's how we grow our business. So, this call is about the machine. So, I'm not going to focus on that, but I do want to make sure you understand the power of what is in these folders here. If you haven't navigated them yet, go through them, look to see. You're going to get excited about all the information here. And if you are brand new, and you don't know how to answer questions, then I would say the most important folder is this drops common questions and objections. You can go here, whoops, I double clicked, and you can see all of the questions that are typically asked. So if you're feeling brand new and you're here and you're like, I just feel like I don't want to bother the person who brought me in here, or maybe you're doing it late at night and you have your own questions, go through this common questions, learn, become your own expert. And if you're not an expert, that's okay too. We don't expect you to be an expert, but we are definitely equipping you with questions and answers so you can start to gain more confidence when you're brand new here. Okay, so now that we did that, now we're going to talk
Andy,
about. Yes.
Real quick, before we move on to that, there is one person, Andrea was wondering about boards. Could you just cover where to get the boards at?
You don't have boards. Andrea, are you one of the ones that did you do the Alice bot onboarding?
No, James sent me everything today during the day, so I haven't done anything yet.
Okay,
I
that's okay. That's okay. We
I
can
just
send,
downloaded the app while you were doing that, but I don't know how to get all the folders and stuff. I don't know if I have to be invited to a specific board.
yes, you do. So I'm going to share my screen. And that's what I did for another brand partner. She didn't have time to go through the Alice the bot. So I went and I was like, how can I send her boards? Brand partner onboarding link. If we open that up, we're not going to do Alice bot. That's what happens, the onboarding there. But down here, it'll say launch your business, make your first post. So if I go here, this is talking about how to download boards. So I'm going to copy and paste this into the messenger, right into the group chat right here. And that link should lead you right to boards. So if you do need to do a shortcut, any brand partners are like, somebody says, I just need to get boards right now. I can't go through AliceBot. I don't encourage you to send shortcuts. We have a system because it leads us to the next thing. But if you do need help getting boards and I have a couple people who are just kind of savvy and they have already used boards in the past, and so I've sent this to them so they can get started with the posting. So there you go. Let me know if that works for you, Andrea. Thank you, James. So now, James, now I want to move on to what the machine is. And I know James Zhang said you've been having phenomenal success with the machine. And when I say the machine, I'm talking about the machine 1.0, the one we've had for,
Right.
I don't know, close to a year now, maybe. It's been maybe not quite a year. So if can you tell us, are you using this machine?
Absolutely. Yeah, that
Yes.
was it was a combination how I came in. First of all, it was definitely my health was off the track. So it's like I got to do the drops. And then when I heard that the machine was available, and on it was basically marrying kind of merging online marketing with digital marketing with network marketing. So it was kind of like high touch, right? Like you said, we still want to build the relationships, the friendships. But this is so amazing. If you just take Alice Spot, and like I said, Alice Spot's there. She doesn't take a day off. She's my best friend. And it allowed, and what James did, I mean, just in the last month, the big large team that he brought on from Australia, GG Vitality, I think there was 700 people that came in with that team there in like 3 or 4 weeks, did $600,000 in business volume. So if you look at it from a business perspective, how do you do that without people falling through the cracks, getting left behind? And that's because the machine 1.0 is in place, right? Which, like you said, a lot of people they might not realize that, but they're in the machine. It's a tool. And
So
so,
let's just point out real quick
yeah, let's,
what is the machine? I'm going to share my screen to show
sure,
people. So when you're a brand partner and you want to you want to implement the machine, it's really a system where people plug in their information and then it leads them to a 10-day campaign. Let's see, I got to go here. So it's in boards. Give me 1 second to get out of this screen. I'm going to go here to boards. So it's going to be here. When somebody replies to a post or maybe an invitation and they say, yes, I'd like more information. Then we send them here. Someone asks for info on the drops. And this gives a little thing. Thanks. This is what the drops are all about. If you want more information, this is the link. wellness360.community. And when you click on this link, it gives them this video that tells them it's like 5 minutes long about the drops. And then down below, this is your entry into the machine. It's disguised as win a free set of drops. So they enter their information, and there is a little disclaimer by checking this box, I consent to receive messages from Wellness 360. So they are automatically, and it does say reply stop to opt out. I love this message. It's very transparent. It tells your guest, your prospect, whether they're going to be a business partner or a customer, it tells them this is easy. You're going to be getting messages from us, but you can easily opt out. They have the option of putting in their cell phone, but they put in their email. And currently, right now, when they do this, there is an automated system that will trickle into their, for 10 days, into their email that they put in there. And it will give them stories. It will give them events that are happening. Maybe there's a special, drop talk happening. There's a whole campaign for 10 days that will just expose them to a little bit more information. It's very interesting information. It's written very well. It's very professional. And here's the thing about the machine. Currently, right now, it all goes to like the warrior movement tank. And James, you had a team, you had somebody new that you were going to tell us a story, how this worked for you. You had somebody, a prospect, and you sent them this link. They wanted to know more about the drops. So what happened? Tell us, walk us through the process of what happened there.
Yeah, going back to when I got started with just the machine 1.0 and did the onboarding, and it was that first launch, that color block pin post that we do when we launch, that's still getting attention and traffic, a year later. So people are still seeing that. That's all part of the machine. And thanks for sharing the screen there and going through that. It's the automations behind it, does the heavy lifting with the text or the email campaign. But from there, that laid the foundation. Just the first 90 days of using the machine 1.0, it laid the foundation to where I was able to rank up 8 times in 8 months. And I don't say that to brag. It's not that I'm that good, but that's the system that was working. And so it's like the pipeline. You just fill it up with the people, and then they're getting dripped down. They go into our Wellness 360 community, and then once you're in there, you're getting dripped down as well from. And like you said, the emails then they also go out and they hit not just the product side, but they hit the business side as well, whether it be a live drop talk. So they're getting dripped on, and it's happening in the background. And then what we can do is like James has always done, and he's always said, you just go out and you build the friendship, build the relationship, is what he did with me. And so with the machine 2.0, I mean, it's going to be like, it's going to be like on steroids. And we've already got some numbers like you and I shared before that we came on, the numbers that we've seen. So that foundation that was laid back a year ago, that 90 days, that's carried me through. Now, yes, some of the activity has dipped for me, but the new people coming in, they get that surge, right? In their 90 days. And I just had somebody come in, Marie Lena, she just really just followed it to a T. She was coachable, and yeah, she just got a lot of activity. I think it was like over 50 or 51 people that were interested, in learning more about it just from that launch post, right? And she did it exactly how we teach it in the first 7-day launch. And so from there, and now she's ranked up and she's hit ultimate. I think she's going to be a guest next week. She's got some traveling that she's doing. So, but she'll be on to share her story, and not just her, but I've also brought in the last couple of months, not because I'm that good, but the system is 3 other people, and they also hit ultimate, and they're also now duplicating. And with Alice Spot, as you're going through that, it takes a lot of the load off us, so we can focus on the relationship, the friendship, the dream, what the person has for a
So
vision, their goals and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I love that. So these automations are there to constantly touch,
Yeah.
keep in touch, keep in touch, keep in touch. And then what happens is they see this information is easy to access. This information is easy to receive. And so it makes them excited. Now, currently, the machine that we have right now, we love it. It's very helpful. A
Absolutely.
couple things about it that people are saying and notice is that, in fact, my new partner that I was onboarding last night, she said, what happens if I send that link and now they're watching that information video? They're watching the 5-minute video. This is what the
Okay.
drops are. And she wants to make sure they come back to her. Now that they've seen this video, they could scroll down and it'll say, "Are you interested?" You do still have to be connected to your prospect. You need to say, you need to follow up with them. Let me know when you get done watching this. But here's the really exciting part is that the Machine 2.0, I haven't used it yet, but I learned a lot about what happens when they enter their information in. It now we're launching it, I think, next week, within the next week or so. Don't quote me on it. Um, the machine, once your prospect enters their information, it will now connect to your website,
Right.
to your smart links, to all back to you. You will actually have access to a dashboard that is going to give you information. Who's watching the videos? Your prospect just received an email campaign. You're going to be able to tell, did they open it? Did they watch it? Did they watch the whole thing? You're going to be able to tell, yes, it's really amazing, Shalia. You're going to be able to tell, um, what kind of engagement they have. And there's many more layers and aspects to it. That's like the biggest key though, is it's going to tie directly to you. You're not going to lose people. You're not going to be scared to lose people when you send them the machine. And James, did you have any other words that you wanted to say about that?
Yeah, well, you just said a big thing. You're not going to lose any people because it's directly coded right to us and then to our, corporate is on board too. So it's not just our system in the field, but the system's talking with corporate system through the API address and all that. So basically it's coded to us. So no fall through the cracks, which is really nice. And there's going to be SMS text messaging campaign going out. And I just want to share this too, that over the years, I've invested thousands of dollars on some real garbage out there because basically you're talking, this is a sales funnel system, right? So the machine 2.0, that's what it is. And to put something like this together, it's a lot of money just to have an email autoresponder that you pay for that monthly. You pay basically how many emails as well. So to think that we're doing that, James leaders are putting this all together and it's no cost to us, it's just simply amazing. I mean, to have that type of tool, it's a 7-figure business tool. And why do I say 7-figure? Not that it would cost me to build it out. It's going to cost thousands of dollars, but it literally will help you go out and create a 6-figure business, a 7-figure business right from your phone, So
Thank you for
I'm
that
excited. And some of
perspective.
those numbers,
Uh, Thank you.
yeah,
Yes, thank you for that
absolutely. And so,
perspective. And James actually reminded me when we started this call. So if you're not yet familiar, if you're brand new here, we are all Partner Co. Okay, we are all Partner Co. And we have many t organizations within Partner Co. All of us are Partner Co. But we have big leaders who have brought on huge teams or developed new teams, and so they've named their team. We are the Warrior Movement here. We have other teams. So Cindy and Lindsay are the owners of the Revolution, the Drop Revolution. They are the creators of this system of upgrading this Machine 2.0. So they have already started doing the legwork for us. They have been launching the Machine 2.0. So they're getting the kinks worked out. We're so grateful for them. and they are actually running it. So I wanted to share something with you because they've had to run it in batches, like everybody can't do it all at once. They've had to, in order to support the people who are coming on. And if you're brand new here, you are fully equipped and ready to run this. It is not something that you have to earn a privilege of or anything like that. You will be fully qualified. Now, what we're going to do here is this post I'm going to share with you. One of the girls, one of the partners, she just launched it today, or maybe I guess it was yesterday. She says day one, she's referring to the machine, is mind-blowing. Life just changed. I went from 7 testers to over 6,000 in just a few hours after a soft launch. Get your machine 2.0 to work for you. So I'm interpreting this as it has massive duplication. In fact, if you are not yet following Danielle Singh, she talks a lot about the machine and what it does. I encourage you to follow her because we are going to be showing excitement for it. We want the world to know. We want it to attract people. What we have is so unique. What we have no other network marketing company has, especially this fast. And especially after it's developed, we're going to have access to it within a week or so. And especially at no cost to us with partner corporates approval, blessing, and interweaving. That's amazing. So I'm not going to talk about that anymore. What I do want to talk about is as we're about to roll it out, who wants to be the first in line to get this Machine 2.0 access? Yes. If you want first access, raise your hand or put a favorite emoji in the chat because you all have the ability to get first access. You can jump to the front of the line by qualifying. Now, I'm going to show you what we're working on. We're all here to create impact or to create income or to get healthier or all of the above, right? So if you're here for that, then this system is designed to grow. We have a blueprint, and our blueprint shows if you enroll 10 and 2, 10 customers and 2 brand partners or more, then you will be well on your way to growing exponentially and into a 6-figure income. So that's really the name of the game. What are we all doing here? What are we posting for? We're following this system because it has shown that it will result in at least 12 enrollments, with at least 2 of them being brand partners. So the campaign that we are all running for right now is, let me bring it up. I'm gonna get it up here. The warrior movement. I had it up. Okay. So the campaign that all of us are running for right now is something called the 10 and 2. What are we calling it? 10 and 2 with Dr. Josh Plant. I'm in the Warrior Movement. I'm on a featured post, exclusive promo announcement. So we're all running our business. We're already going for 10 and 2, but the sooner you get it, the sooner you get to jump to the front of the line. In fact, the first 5 people to announce that they got 10 and 2, 10 enrollments of customers and at least 2 or more in brand partners with 200 qualifying PV orders, then you will get to not only get on this call, but you will get to speak directly to Josh Plant. So this is a Zoom. If you check this out, it goes until July 4th. So it already started. You're not too late. I just told my new brand partner last night, she is aiming to get ultimate. She's aiming for, I think, another 1,200 points. I'm like, you can do that. You can do that this week, within 2 weeks for sure. So this is how you get it. This is a tracker for you. I want to make sure you know this tracker is really helpful. It will incentivize you to get names on there. And I also want to emphasize, if you get 10 and 2, you get to automatically be in this call. You get to be in the room, the Zoom room with Dr. Josh Plant. If you are one of the first 5, you get to ask him questions. So I want to just say, oh, do you guys even realize how powerful that is? Because because I can tell you that you know how most people, they never get to talk directly to the person behind the science. This partner co is a rare exception in itself, but Dr. Josh Plant, he's not just another name. He's like a world-class scientist. He has such knowledge and wit. He's really, really witty. I got to meet him in person, actually. He's quite amazing. But he has a heart and passion for wellness, and he's really sciencey about it, but he's really good at explaining it to, like, in common terms. And he's leading research development. I mean, this could be a breakthrough for you, not only in your knowledge, but in your belief for partnering. He's your partner in this company. So that is an opportunity for you to get in the Zoom room with him. And, I always think about, oh my gosh, what question would I ask him? What, if I'm one of the 5 that can ask him a question? Start thinking about your question, because I think we can ask him some pretty amazing things. What's a health concern or trend that you plan on making products for? I mean, that would be kind of cool to know. He's got a brain. He's already thinking about it. He's not just behind the scenes. He's up front and center. So if you're excited about getting 10 and 2, being the first 5 and getting to the front of the line to be able to ask him these questions. And the zinger, the last zinger, is you will also be in the front of the line to be the tester of the machine 2.0. So why not run 10 and 2? James, do you have any words you want to say about final
Uh,
words that you want to say about that?
I mean, that's exciting. And James did say that by July 4th, he expects the Machine 2.0 to be rolled out. So what perfect timing to get in the Zoom room with Dr. Plant and then test drive the machine.
Yes, you'll get
Just
to test
amazing.
drive it. You'll get to be front and center. And I am super excited about it. I hope this excited you. If you guys have questions, you're brand new here, make sure to connect with the person. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. That's my name. That's how you spell it, Tammy Egbert in Messenger, or reach out to the person who connected you here. And I think we are done onboarding, but we're always onboarding. There's partners here who are always refreshing, always learning, and we're here to help you and partner together. So you guys have a very good night. I think that's all for now.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you. Thank you, Louie, Jaden's big brother, for what you
James
do
Big
behind
Brother,
the scenes.
all the
Yes.
new people, congratulations.
Congratulations. We're so
Awesome.
excited to
Thank
have you
you.
here. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Very
Bye.
informative.
Thank you.
Thank
Lots
you.
of
Great
info.
job,
Thank
Tammy.
you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Great job with the
Congratulations,
call. Thank
Tammy
you.
and James.
See you. Bye.
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 Presentation, you guys. You did fantastic.
Great job.
Thank you, Louie.
Thank you, Louis.